you're a black woman and you're looking to get like beat down by like an Asian guy, like that's not the kind of sex you're gonna have. It's gonna be more gentle. I mean, love making, if you could call it that. But my worst experiences have been with other foreigners, and funny enough, like black guys. It's like people have this idea that.
Wait a minute. 305 times?
Like having sex.
In a weekend or in a week?
No, like in a night.
In a night.
But
hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Because the guys, you're here, Jamaican YouTuber, and we have a special guest today. Her name is
Chelsea. You can follow me on Instagram, Chelsea's Elsewhere, and TikTok, Chelsea from TikTok.
Oh really? That's your name? So TikTok, Chelsea from TikTok.
Yeah.
Alright, so today we're bringing back a classic, a cult classic. Shots and Thoughts!
Yes!
So she said tequila, so that's the... So everybody knows the rules. The rules are, today we're going to keep it nice and short, spicy. Talk about stuff in general, but there will be 5 questions from each person. If you don't want to answer the question, you have to take a shot of tequila and finish it.
Is it going to be this big though?
Well, this is like a double shot. So
yeah, I was going to be like...
Alright, so we start off with a 1 shot each just to get ourselves warmed and acclimated.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
so,
warm up the body.
Yeah, so you can just tell us a little where you're from?
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me. So I'm from the US. I'm from New Jersey. I spent my formative years in and around Boston. I went to Boston University. And after that I lived in Nicaragua for 3 years, and then I came to Japan. So I've been in Japan for just under 4 years. It'll be 4 years in July.
And she has lots of things to say. Her Japanese is actually much better than mine. That's even... I don't pride myself on my Japanese. I'm just like a street dude. You see me? But in terms of reading, I can't read, black man's problem. Anyway, let's go. Kampai. Salut. Kampai.
Kampai.
Oh god. Look at the champ. First question or?
My questions? Okay. Let me get my question out.
I don't like how this is starting off already because look like she has prepared really well. I thought that was special, but I just top of the dome.
No, I didn't want to look unprepared.
Oh, fine.
But my questions are really normal. The first question is kind of like, it's like 2-parter. Have you ever had a Japanese girlfriend, and if so, how did that go?
Alright, so I maybe I don't know what to call it. So I thought I was dating a girl, but we were going up for 5 months.
Shut the you thought wait, is it okay to curse on your channel?
You can't, I'm gonna blur it out the name instead of
okay.
You
thought you were dating?
Yeah, I thought maybe we were. I don't know. She was into Jamaican culture a lot too. She loved reggae music.
Now, question though. I'm sorry. Would you say, looking back, that she like really liked that culture, or did she also kind of appropriate it, and like was it a red flag?
No, it wasn't appropriation.
Oh, okay, so she just really liked it.
Actually, like the people too.
Cool.
So she hung out with the Jamaicans and stuff. We went to Jamaican friends, introduced my friends. Went to festivals together. Went to Tokyo together. That time I was living in Toyota. After retrospect, I think I kind of messed up. But it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. So, alright, for instance, as you know, I'm an MC and event person, guys. So we came down together and we were at Jamaican Festival. And in a sense, long story short, she went to the Chronics. Chronics was in Japan at the time. She went to the Chronics concert. But they said she wasn't feeling well, and I was going to go back to the hotel because she came back to the after party where I was, hosting or whatever. And I said, I can't really leave because I'm kind of involved in the planning. She said, no, you can stay. And I was like, that seems like a trick. But anyway,
it was one of those girl things like, are you gonna go out with your boys? And you're like, yeah. And she's like,
no,
really?
But I didn't say that. I was like, alright, can I walk back? And I said, no, it's okay, you can stay. So I said, sure. So yes, and she had to catch a train. Last train was like
at 11:55. If she wanted, you could probably take her back.
Yeah, but see, I don't play games.
No, I agree with you. Like,
it's fine. So that happened, and I think after that, she probably said wait, but we were talking for like 5 months. No sex.
Oh yeah.
No sex.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
That's a long time to go without sex.
No, it's not that long for me. That's the story for another day.
No. I mean, it's a long time to date someone and like you haven't gotten to. Yeah. I mean, everybody's different. I'm a very sexual person, but I wonder if you would have like put yourself out there more. She would have been like.
Nah, I don't think so. Well, that's interesting. So.
Okay, thanks. That's okay. Cool. Yeah, that's.
All right. So that's it. All right. So my question for you. So let's flip it for you. Have you dated a Japanese guy, and what was the experience like for you?
Yeah, so I did date, I used to live in Tokushima, which is a really kind of country area on the island of Shikoku. And I went to Ehime for a weekend, and I met this guy, a Japanese guy, and we dated for about 2 or 3 months, and it was a pretty normal relationship. Like, he was a nice guy. I think the biggest issue is just like what it really came down to was almost cultural differences. Cultural differences surrounding the idea of work, because I think, as you know, like, Japanese people are overly committed to their work. So obviously we could only see each other on the weekends, which was fine because it was a long distance relationship and he would drive pretty far. But he was kind of like, it wasn't just about work, but it was like, it wasn't sustainable because he had to travel a long distance. But there really isn't too much more. Like, I wish I had a more dramatic story, but we kind of just both decided after a while, like, it's a lot of work for him. I didn't drive at that time, so.
How was the sex?
Okay, so actually I would say, like, the sex was okay if you...
The sex was okay.
You lying? Why you always lying?
The sex was okay if you know what to expect from an Asian person. Like, you're not... If you're, like... I think if you're a black woman and you're looking to get, like, beat down by, like, an Asian guy, like, that's not the kind of sex you're gonna have. It's gonna be more gentle. I mean, lovemaking, if you could call it that. But, you know, they also aren't very passionate. So it just falls somewhere between...
So would that have sustained you, though? Like, was it serviceable?
No, it wouldn't have sustained me, I don't think. But I think that he was the kind of person that would have been willing to, like, learn to do the things that I liked. But, like, he was really good at, like, touching and stuff like that. He was good at, which I have to say that, like, a lot of guys are not. Like, they just don't have the sense to, like, know how to read a woman's body. But he seemed, like, pretty good. The penis size was, like, not there. That was not really giving. But it was, like, it was decent. Like, I've had much better and I've had much worse. Like, I don't necessarily know if it has to do with race. You know what I mean? So,
No, your question.
Let me see. Question number 2. Still, like, another... What's the most overtly racist experience you've had here in Japan? And that you can remember, because I feel like when you've been here a long time, a lot of shit happens.
I go with 2. I have 2. I'm starting to remember. I remember walking home from when I was in Toyota again. It always comes in Toyota, you know. Walking home, and I reached a stoplight, and this woman is right beside me.
Japanese woman
right beside me, and like I was like, oh, hello, and she's like, hello, and she looks forward, and I'm doing my phone. Started to cross the street, the pace was a bit fast for her, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just with her, and I look up, and then she looks back and sees me, and I go back down. Next time I look up, I see her walking really briskly in the same direction. And we reach across we cross pedestrian crossing now, and we're on the same side, we're going down the road. So I'm on my phone when I look up again.
You're minding your business, like.
And then she's like this, and then she starts to do light jog.
I was gonna say she started running. You know how in the Olympics they have that sport, like speed walking?
Yeah.
She was basically doing that.
She did speed walk, but then she started to jog.
Actually, okay.
And then I looked, and this was like about 50 meters now, and I think that wasn't enough for her. And I was just pissed off. I was like about 4 years in Japan. I was like, yo, Hayaka, I'm gonna get English.
Yeah.
Hayaka. And she's like, huh? And she's like running like she left something on the stove, fam.
You know what you should have done? Like, when black people see other people running, they start running. You should just start running and pass her, like, yeah, you would be like, go to the or something. Stupid and racist, because she was being racist.
Yeah, that was wild.
But it acts simple.
I think also it's weird, because apparently at night, women generally have issues in Japan. I know you know about this, right? Like, women generally tend to have a lot of interactions, not with foreign men, you know, there's like men in general.
Yeah.
And so, worse you're a foreign man, it's like, it's almost like multiplies the effect of the perverts.
But the thing is, what's funny is that usually the people who victimize Japanese women are other Japanese men, and so the funny thing is that they're running from a black foreigner. Most black foreigners, like, you think they're trying to get in trouble and sent back to their freaking countries?
Facts.
Because a lot of people are not. A lot of black men, they're not here from the U.S. They're here from countries where they have better economic opportunities.
True.
You think someone's trying to do something to you so that they can get deported?
That's wild.
It's the Japanese men who are like trying to touch everybody without anybody finding out. So it's like they're scared of you, and then they probably run into a Japanese man around the corner. Yeah.
Come to your safe space. And then obviously they get the gamani toes. Oh, a Japanese guy touched, but I can't tell him because he's my father's uncle. Like what? There's a whole topic for the Sorry, next question.
Yeah.
You said you're a very sexual person, and I guess you're quite sexual.
Oh God, get the shot ready because I can already feel.
No, I'm not gonna do anything embarrassing. What about what has been your worst sexual experience in Japan?
Don't know if you hadn't have had it in Japan because I have such a good story. But okay, in Japan, my worst.
Jesus, she doesn't have any. Call him bum.
No, it's like there's quite a few, so I'm trying to pick like. No, I've only hooked up with a few Japanese guys, and like that, it was like pretty standard. It was like whatever. My worst experiences have been with other foreigners, and funny enough, like black guys. It's like
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
My worst experiences have been with other foreigners, and funny enough, like black guys. It's like people have this idea that we over sexualize like black men and black women, and so people have this idea that black men are like they're all good at sex and like they all have big ones. That's not true. I mean, I would just say it's just in general like premature ejaculation.
And no response and no recovery like that? Huh?
No, like recovery, but just...
Yeah, you are. Sorry. And then wait, what? But
it doesn't matter. Like you can keep recovering, but if you come fast, like the woman is not
turned on. But I heard that if you come quickly, that means the woman's vagina is really good.
But to the woman, that doesn't matter. Like that's not a compliment. That's like what happened here. I didn't experience anything because you came too quickly.
All right, so premature ejaculation, as in if he busts a nut in 1 minute and then doesn't bust again for another 40, that's okay, I presume, right? Or another 30.
Yeah, but then that's also assuming that after that first time that he came quite fast, he was able to like get it up again and then have sex for a long time. Some men also can't and it doesn't mean that they have like performance issues. It's like some people need a long time to recover.
Because a lot of blood maybe to get into those.
Yeah, I mean I don't know the science behind it. Everybody's different, but yeah, dude. Like
she said she need that guy to blow her back.
30 or 40 minutes is fine. I'm also not gonna lie and be like, let's go for hours because it's like that's tiring.
Are you greedy?
Maybe a little bit.
How many times is like standard for you, at least to make it a good time for you to orgasm? Like once, twice?
No, between 3 and 5.
3 and 5.
Yeah.
And that's from sex only, or just getting from foreplay?
No, yeah, it's like it's gotta be everything.
Everything. She's an open book, guys. Check her out. Alright, your question.
Okay.
Girl is out here saying 3 to 5 orgasms. I don't even have that in a week.
No, 3 to 5 times. Like
Wait.
I don't orgasm every time I have sex.
Wait a minute. 3 to 5 times? 3 to 5 times?
Like having sex.
In a weekend or in a week?
No, like in a night.
In a night.
But the times are not long. Like I'm not expecting like let's go for hours.
Every 30 minutes or what?
So, I don't know, maybe like that. I can't put a timer on it.
Wow. So give me your pet peeves when it comes to like instant red flag turn off stuff. Give me 5.
When it comes to what, guys?
Comes to guys or girls, I don't know. You got girls? Sometimes?
If I'm drunk enough. Just kidding. I just like guys.
That is true.
Red flags when it comes to guys.
Yeah.
Off the bat, if you're just like physically looking at someone, I don't care about like size of a body. I don't care about like height. Dirty fingernails. I don't know if you guys have never heard this from a girl or from a woman in your life, but stop. They're not.
I know.
But dirty fingernails, and if they're too long, you gotta keep them cut if you're a guy. Because
don't want like that. When don't keep.
I hate that stuff. But I mean I know why some guys do it, but it's like But when girls think about your hands, I don't know me. When I look at a person's hands, I'm thinking like those hands could be on me at some time. But if the fingernails are dirty, I'm like, you're not touching anybody with that. So dirty fingernails. It's hard to come up with like 5. Oh, let me. If they just don't smell good, I don't really think that's generally an issue. But some people, like, their armpits don't smell good, or maybe their clothes smell a little musty, and I can say that might have to do with, like, here in Japan, people don't use. You don't dry your clothes well. I could understand. Like, there's kind of a little
too,
bit
right?
of
Like the
forgiveness
food.
there.
Like sometimes the food in Japan, like some things you eat maybe can.
Oh yeah, it can stink up your clothes. But you can go to yakiniku or yakitori and like get smoke smell in your clothes, which is like a little off-putting.
But it's not bad.
No, people should understand. Like,
but stink like cigarette smoke all the time. That gets me.
Sometimes Japanese people breath can stink.
Sometimes people breath can stink.
You're right, actually. Please edit that out.
I'm not reading that shit. That's yo. I'm telling you factually. Hygiene.
Anyone's breath can stink.
No,
okay?
but there is no. It's a mass thing in Corona. Let me tell you something about bad breath. People, sometimes in life, you have to wonder about choices we make, and I am so glad that my parents invested in my oral hygiene. Come back in the video, girl. Because just so bad, I have seen some teeth, and I've seen kids. I teach kids. I've seen kids with fully rotten teeth.
Oh yeah.
At the age of like 5 and 6.
You know, oral hygiene. It's not that long ago in Japan's history that oral hygiene was not very important.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And you know, even the geishas would like paint their teeth black. Right? And so, yeah. So you know, but like even dentists here though, sometimes I'm like, I don't trust you guys because dentistry and stuff is fairly new still. The technology is like okay, but the people behind the technology, I'm like, no, I don't want you guys to work on my teeth.
Did you see the story about the girl that got her the wrong teeth pulled twice and she sued the hospital?
I think you might have told me about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, you don't just pull teeth. Teeth, you know, to pull the wrong tooth is a big deal.
Teeth are bone. It's connected to the rest
of
your
It's a big
face.
deal.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What did we say? We said
fingernails.
I said fingernails. I said kind of like bad smells.
Bad odors, smells, hygiene.
And then now that you were bringing up the oral hygiene and stuff like that, kind of like bad teeth. I think American people are especially like keenly aware of like not good looking teeth.
But good. What you call not good looking is good looking to them. Remember they like the jaga, the teeth that are like.
You know what? I can kind of deal with someone who has like crooked teeth, but if it seems like they're not taking care of their teeth. Because I can understand people not getting braces.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even I need braces and I never got them, but I brush my teeth twice a day and floss and stuff. So it's like anyone can do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anyone can take care of their teeth.
Yeah, I would hope so.
So, okay, that's 3 things. Coming up with 5 is kind of hard.
Standard. 3 is cool. 3 is cool.
Okay.
I can get 3. Just offer about 3 pet peeves.
Oh, wait. But I have one more, though. That was, like, stuff, like, right off the bat, like, when you see somebody. And then when it comes to actual, like, personality, I feel like the biggest thing is, like, either if a person is, like, love bombing.
Explain that to me.
Love bombing is, like...
I love it.
Yeah, like, but, like, right away. Like, too soon in a relationship.
What's too soon?
A guy is, like... I think that's for the 2 people to decide, but, like, you can definitely tell when you're talking to someone when it's, like, too soon for them to start being, like, oh, I love you so much. You're the light of my
After
life.
a week, I can tell.
But
I wouldn't say it.
That's the thing, though. You could tell in here, but you're not.
Yeah.
Say
because you say
because you know you're gonna scare that bitch off.
Would you scare if I said I love you? Like after 2 days?
Yeah, I would be like, this guy's.
I want to see you in your.
No, I would be texting my friends and I would be like,
I
gotta.
I see you for you, and I know what you're going through, and your pain, and I feel.
After 2 days.
No, but period of 2 days. I see you for you. Those last 10 hours we spent together just looking into the sunlight and talking really illuminated your words. Corny. Is that corny?
No, I mean, there could be something to that.
Ooh, girl, like.
But yeah, the love bombing or. I don't know. That's it.
Who hurts you? Crazy!
That's wild.
Anyway, guys, so I'll pack up and cut the video short. See you. I wanted more videos there, but you know, whatever.
Bye. Hopefully, I'll be back though.